Hello and welcome back to another episode of Van Life with Daniel. Today we're in Walmart right now and I'm trying to figure out what we're going to eat tomorrow. So far I've only got a bunch of snacks, unhealthy things, but we are running low on food in the van, so I'm trying to stock up on some things, and tomorrow we're going to be hitting another ski resort, Telluride. I need to figure out what I'm going to make for lunch or dinner. I'm not sure. Gotta come up with something. Let's see, do I want anything from here? Ooh, I do like corn nuts. I forgot about these. Alright, well, we're back from Walmart. We're probably gonna have to go back in because there's a couple things I need to check in here to see if I have enough of or if the things haven't gone bad. But I did decide on a recipe, so I'm just going to be trying to make some chicken Alfredo, because probably one of my favorite pastas, and the recipe seems pretty simple. We could make it simpler, obviously, by buying like pre-cooked chicken and like already made Alfredo sauce, but I am going to be cooking the chicken myself, seasoning that, and making the Alfredo sauce from scratch as well. So I should have some heavy whipping cream in here, but it's probably bad. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, best if used by the January 26th. Today is the 30th. Doesn't really smell bad actually, but I think we need more though. I think it's probably best not to chance it, especially with what's been happening with my freaking milk always going bad on me like way before the expiration date. So even though I can't really tell if this is bad or not, I really don't trust my nose, and I'm not gonna taste it. So it's not the end of the world. This stuff isn't super expensive, so we got to go back and buy some heavy whipping cream. Oh, and a cheese grater for our Parmesan. Sorry, because I left my cheese grater at my parents' house. One thing about a chest fridge versus like a normal like door fridge style, one of the main cons about this is that, well, you're always having to like pull almost everything out of the fridge just to get to what you want, if it's at the bottom obviously. That's definitely something that's pretty lame, but typically chest fridges have more storage in them. So pros and cons. Gotta kind of play like Tetris with this stuff. Honestly, most of the stuff I bought was snacks. We really didn't need much for this recipe because it's pretty simple, honestly, and most of the spices I already have. Okay, so I'm verifying here to see if I have all of the seasonings I need, and I could have sworn I had Italian seasoning, but apparently I must have left it at home, used it all, or I just can't find it for some reason. Yeah, so we just gotta go in to get those two things, the heavy whipping cream and Italian seasoning, and then a cheese grater. All right, so we're saying goodbye to our whipping cream. We're not gonna chance it, because it's probably bad, even though it doesn't smell bad to me. So check out this deal. $200 for a DJI Mini 3, but unfortunately they're out of stock, otherwise I totally would have bought it. I don't really need a new drone because I already have one. I have the first Mavic Mini, but that's a steal. It's a good deal. Okay, well, we went and picked up the rest of our ingredients and our cheese grater. I actually did ask, because I didn't see any signs, which normally I would take as a sign that it's okay to park here, but I just asked anyway, and yeah, this is the first Walmart that I've seen in a long time, actually since I've left, that does not have no overnight parking signs. I mean, I have been able to camp at some of these Walmarts, but that's just because I guess they don't enforce it, but this is one of the ones that actually still allows it. They said you can park here for up to 24 hours, so let's not ruin it. Alright. I actually haven't eaten anything for dinner yet, and it's already 10:13. I have this kind of pre-made udon noodles. So just gonna eat one of these. Throw that together. I'm thinking I might throw some Spam in it, but then I'd have to get out a pan and dirty it. Honestly, I don't care. I'm gonna do it. I want it. All right, soup should be done. We're just letting it heat up the noodles there, and we're gonna put in all of our Spam. This is so healthy. There we go. Look at that, baby. Good, easy lunch. I mean, dinner. Didn't take me but, I don't know, like 10 minutes, which most of it was just waiting. So I'm not sure if I mentioned, we're gonna try to get up at like 5, because from where I'm at right now in Montrose, it's about an hour and 15 minutes to Telluride. I just wanna make sure I get parking, because I know that parking can be pretty sparse, and I cannot park in parking garages. So, or at least I don't think I can. Majority of the time I can't, unless it's like a special really, really tall one, because the clearance on the van is like, I think it's about 9.5 feet, but generally I go with 10 just to be safe. But yeah, so we got to get up early. So we're gonna scarf this down and get to bed. Delicious. Easy meals automatically get like a plus like 2 or 3 points on the grading scale just because they're easy. It's almost 11 o'clock, so I will see you guys in the morning. Good night and goodbye. It's 5:15 right now, so we should be making good time, I hope. As we're gonna try to beat everybody else to the mountain. All right, throwing a little bit of trash away. So as you can see, there are other vans here, and we are leaving before everyone else. Haha. Although I don't know where they're going, but I'm just assuming they might be going to Telluride. Let's get going. We need to get gas though first. $51 for 16 gallons. All right, well, we are definitely here early. There's like this truck here pulled up with me, and then that red truck over there, but like there's nobody here, so maybe we got up a little bit too early, but better than a little bit late. So I think I'm gonna make myself some breakfast, get ready, and just hang out here in the van because the lifts aren't supposed to open till 9, and it is just about 7 a.m. right now. So we got 2 hours to kill before we can get on the mountain. Our omelet is done, and this is looking much better than the one we made last week. I didn't put too much stuff and fill it up, so I was actually able to fold it over this time. We're gonna chow down on this. Ooh, this looks good. And I did actually buy myself some cheese, so I didn't have to cut it up this time. And we're just reusing the same veggies we've had in the fridge. And I put Spam in it too. That looks good. And it tastes good too. With that, the helmet's gone, and as you can see, I have put on part of my outfit for snowboarding. I think it's like 8:20 now, so we still got a little bit of time. Probably gonna answer some of your YouTube comments from the last video because I got my laptop here. And then I'll see you guys out there. Looks like the lift is just open. It's just about 9 o'clock right now. So there's a little bit of a line over there, but I think the bathroom should be right at the top of this lift because I need to go. And then we'll get our first run in. Whoa. All right, well, we're on the chairlift. This is definitely an old one, an old two-seater. Actually, I just found out that there are also bathrooms right down over there, so we missed them, but there should be some at the top of this lift, so we're gonna hit the potty. Whoa, ooh, this bouncy. I don't think I've ever ridden a lift like this before. But yeah, we definitely came like way too early. We could have, I mean, it's a Saturday today, and yeah, we could have showed up at like 8 and been fine. Honestly, a dude pulled up like right at 9 and got a spot even closer to the chairlift than I did. Of course, that's on me because I just chose not to pick that spot, but we didn't know what to expect. And I got to eat an omelet and hang out in the van and just chill out, so it's good not to feel rushed, and we're here first thing in the morning. All right, potty time is over. Let's figure out where we're going. Because once again, I have never been to this ski resort before. And we're back at the van. Basically got ski in, ski out access for free. It's pretty warm out. I mean, I would have liked the sun to be out, but if the sun was out and it was this warm, it's 34 degrees right now, I'd be cooking in what I'm wearing right now. I just came back here to get some snacks. So you got a granola bar, or whatever this is, chocolate chip cookie dough bar. We got an apple, and not my favorite flavor of Gatorade. I just picked this up because, I don't know, I thought it kind of sounded good. It's the lime cucumber. And it's not bad, but like, it's not as refreshing as my favorite light blue Gatorade. Still good though. And then I also came back to get my backpack because it's a really beautiful area and I want to take some pictures. So I got my film camera here, which I haven't really been using a whole lot so far on the trip. I think I've only taken like 1 or 2 pictures with it so far because it was just kind of buried in my trunk and I forgot about it. So I'm just going to take some easy runs or just go on the chairlifts and see what kind of cool shots I can get, which I won't be able to show you guys because it's on film, obviously, but I do have my digital camera too. So if you want to see some of my pictures, I can kind of throw them up in the videos. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see, or you can follow me on my other social medias down in the links below. I'll post like pictures to Visco, and then Instagram is kind of like more often updates. Like I post a lot of stories, you know, during the week or at other times, extra content, if you will. So when I was strapping in at the bottom of the lift, I noticed that this strap here is breaking. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's cracked. Yeah, not really sure how safe that is, but it's only one strap, so not the end of the world. But I think I'm just gonna go straight to the snowboard rental place, because I was told by the lifty they should sell like replacement parts or straps. I've been rocking a replacement strap on this right side binding for like a couple of years, so hopefully they should have one. And then I guess while we're at it, we're gonna pick up some stickers and maybe a magnet too. Okay, well, we kind of got like a makeshift fix here. They kind of, they like punched it through this strap here, but it looks like it should work for now. Something tells me I need some new bindings, so maybe this is a sign. We're back in the van now. Hopefully you can kind of see me here. I actually already started driving out of Telluride, and I was kind of all over the place because I forgot to get my stickers, so I had to ride the gondola back to like the village area, and then there was like this really amazing sunset and I forgot my cameras. So I ran back to the van. I was trying to get my cameras, and then I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make it in time. So I tried to fly my drone. I got some drone footage, which was kind of garbage, but I'll throw it up so you can see a little bit. I was trying to like chase the sunset and get good pictures, but like it just didn't work. So now I am headed towards Norwood in Colorado. I've kind of mapped out towards Moab, Utah, because that's where I'm trying to make it to. Not necessarily tonight, but I am trying to find a camp spot somewhere along the way there so we can cook, because I'm starving. But I did just stop here. This isn't even a pull out, like this is just a turn to go to like some campgrounds, but there's nobody here, so it doesn't matter. But I got like all my snacks out. I got myself a Gatorade, I got this and a bunch of other snacks because I'm starving. But we are still gonna make our chicken pesto pasta, even though I really feel like being lazy, but I'm gonna be grateful I did when I get to eat it. All right, guys, well, it looks like we got ourselves a camp spot. It's too dark to show you guys anything, obviously, so I'll be showing you guys in the morning. But we definitely don't have internet here. If I want to make my recipe, and I should have just screenshotted the recipe or saved it or whatever, but I didn't know we were going to be camping here earlier, so I think I might have to set up the Starlink. It is so dark out here, but I've got my headlamp on, if you can see me. Kind of show you some stuff, but we got a little awning there with a bench and a fire pit that we have no firewood for. But our Starlink should be back here somewhere. Oh, check out my climbing shoes. I don't think I ever showed these to you guys. And I already set up the power supply and Wi-Fi router inside, so we just got to set up the satellite dish, or whatever you call this. I mean, it's not a dish, it's not round, so satellite receiver, maybe. So yeah, we got power there, power supply up here, here's our router, and then we've got our Ethernet cable right here. We're gonna run this outside to the satellite dish receiver thing, whatever you want to call it. Oop. And here's our cable, which is way too long for this application, but that's okay. Just like that. Yep. I'm pretty sure that this is north facing. We will mess around with the orientation if we need to. Let's see, what's the best way to like smash this cable here without destroying it? Let's try that. There we go. Wire is right here. Let's It's coming out right there, and it's not pinching it too bad, so it's not damaging it. It is also like deathly quiet out here, which is a little bit freaky. Although I do hear some like faint yipping, which is probably coyotes, more than likely. So we've got our inverter on here in the van, and Starlink is coming on. So it should be connecting, hopefully. Although I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna have an update. I actually haven't used it. This is the first time I'm using it since I've left house. But we should get a connection here in a couple minutes. It's doing a software update right now, so we're just cleaning up our messy bed. Alright, well, our Starlink is working now, and we do have our bed at least kind of cleaned. I've got out a bunch of our ingredients here that we're going to need. Already filled up our pot with water because we need to make our fettuccine noodles. But I'm thinking I might have to half this recipe because I do not have a pot big enough, at least according to the instructions, to cook a whole 16 ounces of noodles, which is how much that box is. I think we are getting seriously close to running out of water. We'll put some salt in there too. I honestly don't remember why you do that, but I know you do. All right, so we're just gonna oil up the pan here so we can cook the chicken. And we've got our seasoned chicken right here. We're only gonna do one again because I'm having the recipe. I don't know how many servings this is gonna make, maybe 2. Hopefully I can get more than one meal out of this. So in the meantime, while that chicken is starting to cook there, we need to actually start grating our Parmesan cheese because we need 2 cups of this. Well, 1 cup because we're having the recipe. I gotta remember that we're having the recipe, otherwise I'm gonna forget. Oh, and there's our timer to flip our chicken. Ooh, that doesn't look bad actually. Add in some butter here. I've never cooked chicken with butter before, but that's what the recipe calls for. I'm sure it'll taste good. I like the taste of cooked butter. Here's our new cheese grater. And, well, how would this best work actually? I think like this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how you're supposed to do it. Looks like our water is boiling there. So we're gonna turn this down to low and add in half of our pasta. Whatever I think half is. Yeah, it might be a little bit more than half. Okay, we'll start with that. We got our pasta boiling here. Chicken's still cooking. This is just about done actually. It looks nice and brown on that side, and actually looks pretty good. We'll let it cook for a little bit more. I want to get salmonella. Just gotta let noodles boil for about 10 to 12 minutes. Basically until they're soft, al dente. Make our sauce and then cook it all together. And that's it. And don't forget to stir the noodles. We are gonna have so many dishes to wash. I'm gonna have so much fun with that. Okay, chicken's looking done, so we're gonna throw it on our cutting board there. The recipe says to let the chicken rest for 3 minutes and then cut it into 1/2-inch thick slices. Just gonna go on top of our noodles with Alfredo sauce. Okay, and for the sauce, we're gonna need, for half the recipe, it's gonna be 4 tablespoons of butter. This is 5. I'm just gonna throw it all in there. I like butter. I don't think it'll ruin it, right? Recipe says to chop this up, probably so it melts faster. So we will do that. I also did not really put a timer for my chicken, but it's okay. I don't know how many minutes it's been. And then we need our whipping cream. And I had to buy the more expensive kind because they were completely out of the Great Value brand. Now the recipe says that you're supposed to like whisk this, but I don't have a whisk. And also I don't want to scratch up my pan, so we're just gonna use our spatula. There's our timer for the noodles. I'll check those in a second. It gives measurements for the pepper, salt, and Italian seasoning going into our pesto sauce, but honestly, I'm just gonna wing it. It's all good. I'm not feeding anybody but myself. It smells good though, so I think it'll be fine. Oh, and then we also need garlic powder, 3/4 teaspoon. Again, that's not a lot, and I did half the recipe, so. It also does call for 1 clove of minced garlic. I did actually buy the garlic that I was gonna like cut up, and I also have that garlic in olive oil still in my fridge, so kind of forgot about that. So I think we're just gonna do that. I think these look good. All right, now for the fun part, draining the noodles when I don't have a strainer. Just using the lid. Our sauce is looking bussin'. Oh yeah. Just keep stirring this up until all the cheese is melted and the sauce is nice and smooth. And then we'll be pretty much done. Oh man, that smells good. I am very glad that I didn't give in to my laziness and I did decide to still cook this, because I am going on very little sleep. We went to bed at probably like midnight last night and got up at 5, and then we snowboarded all day long today, so I am tired, but this is gonna hit the spot because I am also hungry. And now time to mix in the noodles with the pasta. We're gonna make it look fancy, so we'll add the chicken on top and then put some more Parmesan. It says you can put parsley too. I mean, it's honestly just for looks, and I don't have any anyway. Actually, I think I have some. Wait, no I don't. That's oregano. Never mind. That's okay. Not really an important part of the recipe. Alright, it's time to get this plated now. And then we are going to feast. Could really use one of those pasta spoons at the moment. I am making such a mess right now. How do you make pasta look pretty on a plate? I'm not a chef. I don't care. I'm just starving. Okay, I'm thinking this doesn't look half bad. We're gonna grate a little bit More Parmesan right on top. Yeah, it definitely would look pretty good with a little bit of green on top, but again, I don't have parsley, so let's dig in. Twist up some noodles on our fork. Just destroyed that presentation. Ooh, that was worth it. I told you, got some pretty good stuff, not gonna lie. I don't think I told you this, but the other day I went to the laundromat to wash clothes, and I brought my piano in and I played for the people in there. Well, for the lady that was working there mainly, because I asked her if she knew where any public pianos were. And she didn't really know, but I told her that I play piano and that I have my own piano. And that I could bring it in and play for her if she wanted me to. And she said, yeah, she'd like that. So, Mom, say hi to everyone.
Hi. I'm doing laundry.
All right, we are finally in bed. Whew, I am so tired, but that meal was good, and I video called with my mom for quite a while. It's the first time we've done that since I've been on the road, so my dad showed up towards the end, so it was good to talk to my parents for a little while. We did not finish cleaning all of our dishes, as you can see, but that's gonna be a tomorrow problem. I'll see you guys in the morning, and don't go just yet, because the views at this camp spot are pretty stellar. Good night. What a gorgeous view to take a leak in front of. Well, good morning. So yeah, this is the campsite, and it got some pretty cool views, kind of in this little canyon here. But we're definitely near Utah. We're actually about 10 miles from the Utah border, so really cool spot actually, and we're on BLM land right now, so if I wanted to, I could actually stay here for up to 2 weeks. There's a van right there. Tires are already getting caked with some red clay, and it was already getting dusty inside just from driving around here, like backing up trying to find a spot. It's not super early, but it's not late either. It is 8:04 right now, so we're not doing bad on time. Got to sleep about 8 hours. It's not bad. Starlink did not get stolen because there's like literally nobody else out here. So I'm not going to be able to wash my dishes because turns out my water is pretty much empty. The pump will not pump any more water out. So we're going to have to go looking for a place to fill up on water. There's a guy right over there. I think he lives in that house right there, he told me. He's on a walk out here with his dogs, and he told me that just after the border of Utah, there should be somewhere where I can fill up for free. There's like a spigot, spring water or something like that. So I think I'm gonna end the video off here, actually. So you'll have to wait till next week to see that. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.